My name is Nicolas Sorgel. I run a fifth generation umeboshi company in the city of Odawara. This is my life in Japan.
Good morning.
Our guest is Nicola. He is originally from Germany and married his Japanese wife who was studying in Austria. He cut his job and came to Odawara, Japan to take over her family's business, Chinryu Honten, as the fifth generation owner of a pickled plum shop. He also runs a website called Nihon Ichiban, which sells traditional Japanese foods and crafts all over the world, spreading Japanese culture all over the world. Today, we'd like to introduce his life in Japan. What time do you usually arrive at the office?
I usually come around 10 and I stay until 8 or 9 p.m. Since we have a lot of customers overseas and especially in Europe, I rather stay late because of the time difference.
How long do you usually work a day?
10 hours.
Yeah.
I like working.
First, let him introduce us to his store.
Our company was established in 1871 by the last chief cook of Odawara Castle. And he was a celebrity chef, he was very well known. So he first created a restaurant, Chinryu Te, and the second generation then became an ume specialty store. And that was our building at that time. So in the background we have Odawara Station and our building in the front. Here you have it up front. Unfortunately, that building collapsed 100 years at the large earthquake. And then third generation, fourth generation, and fifth generation is here now. And when my wife and I started here, the first thing we did is redo the store around the topic of ume. So you will see a lot of ume flower themes, like the lamps above the doors, to really ingrain the ume all over the company. But our specialty is products made of ume plum, of red shiso leaves, cherry blossoms, sakura edible cherry blossoms, because Odawara is one of the centers of edible cherry blossoms in Japan. And we use them to pickle them in salt, to make sweets, to make jam, to make syrup, and they are also gaining more and more popularity all around the world. In the back, I have something very special. Since the very beginning, we are putting umeboshi in a jar every year, and the oldest umeboshi is from 1834, so it's just stone, salt, and dust. And we keep doing this up to today. And on that side of the store, we display umeboshi from the year of where many people who live nowadays are born. And I always laugh, a lot of women don't want to tell their real age. Bring them here and we will show the umeboshi and say, oh, that's the year I was born. So that's how you unveil the secret of your girlfriend's age.
This is the merchandise area and Nicola works in the office upstairs.
So this is where our company is. Ohayou gozaimasu. This is shipping, domestic and international. And there in the back is all production, pastry, pickles, and this is the office. And we're a traditional company, so I need to put off my shoes. And now I'm going to my desk. Ohayou gozaimasu.
As soon as he gets to his desk, he calls today's client.
And actually today we're visiting a honey company, which we are onboarding. And actually it's time to go. So let's go.
When he visits other companies, he drives to them, so he goes to parking lot near the company to pick up his car. This is his company car. It has the name of the company on it. Odawara, where he lives, is a beautiful place, where history and nature mix and the atmosphere of a former castle town remains. He's arrived at the client's company. Asamidori Beekeeping Sales is a company with a long history that began delivering honey for Chinese medicine by cart in the Taisho era. The company produces high-quality honey from carefully selected honey sources and delivers honey all over the world. It looks like their meeting is about to start.
一番で海外に販売することが、ご興味がありまして、本日は日本限定の蜂蜜を確認したいんですが。
Nicola is conducting a business meeting in very fluent Japanese. After the meeting, it's time to start the tasting. This time, he will be tasting 7 types of unique Japanese honey.
すごいクリーミーな感じですね。
そうですね、結晶してるんで、多分イタリアとかのみかんとかよりか
そう
は優しい感じで。
Continuing, he also does other kinds of tastes.
あ、すごい香りです。そう、ふわーん、やや甘いですね。
甘いですね。そうですね。
甘い。
What did you note and for what?
私はそれは後で商品説明を書くために使ってます。だからインターネットで試食できないので、会社に戻ってきたら議事録を書いて、そのサポートの人とかもお客さんから質問があったら答えれるように。
I'm gonna try honey. 桜ハニー。
香りも面白い。
ああ、本当だ。
しっかり。
全然みかんの香り違います。
またね、そう。
いただきます。お、すごい桜が。面白い。ふわーってくる。
またみかんですよ。
We listened to the explanation together. This channel produces the following 4 types of videos. The first one is various interviews related to Japan. The second one is a day in the life of Japanese people. The third one is a reaction videos on various topics. And the last one is about how the lives of foreigners in Japan. This channel is definitely the best channel to learn more about Japan. If you find this video interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. After the tasting, he visited a nearby apiary.
らしいです。海も上に石を入れるのは風で
蓋が飛ばないため。
飛ばないように。
で15度ぐらいだと蜂も動きやすくて。はい。
How did you first encounter traditional Japanese culture?
My Japanese family was in the food business, so they introduced me to a lot of good makers. Then I understood, the beauty of umami. Also, we first lived in Kansai, where you have a lot of umami culture. So that's why I got interested very much into the food. And through the food, you then get to lacquerware, and being in Odawara also exposed me to a lot of crafts, because it's a castle city. So it's a city with a lot of history and therefore a lot of old companies. And being kind of a local now, a lot of people were happy to show me what they're doing, the production side. So then I understood how deep the stories are, and how long the history of these companies is. And I wanted to share that with other people around the world.
What are some of the challenges of running a company in Japan?
One of the biggest challenges was most of our suppliers work analog. So we still get handwritten invoices. In the beginning, all the purchase orders had to be sent by fax. This significantly changed with COVID, because a lot of companies started to become more digital then. But we still get probably about 5% of invoices and delivery notes handwritten. And of course, most products don't have barcodes, so it's hard to identify sometimes the right option. So that was a bit difficult, and it took us a while to get all these processes right so that you can deal with these customers and the vendors.
At 3 p.m., Nicola visited his second client company of the day. The store is called Odawara Ejima and has been in business for 360 years, selling mainly Japanese tea and washi paper.
So Ejima is close by. They have a lineup of various teas locally from Shizuoka, from Ashigara, but also from all the country, and we come here and buy. We made a selection and sell these teas on our website. And on the other side, you will see a really nice place with lots of Japanese papers, which we occasionally use for gift wrapping. That's where we can do very Japanese style gifts. Ejima is 5 minutes walk from our company, so we basically don't keep stock of tea. When we get orders, we order them here and I come and pick them up. So we always have the freshest possible stock for our customers.
The owner brewed us some tea for tasting as well.
渋いちょっと苦味のあるお茶が日本では馴染みのあるお茶として有名です。
The owner of this store thanks Nicholas for making it possible to bring tea to the world. Back to Nicholas' store for a little interview. What's your vision of future?
There are 33,000 companies like ours with more than 100 years of history. Many of them face challenges of succession. So every year we lose 1 or 2 of our suppliers because they close down. And each time it kind of hurts, to see a little piece of Japanese culture disappearing forever. So our dream is to create a fund. I call it the Shinise Fund, which is the name for old companies in Japan, which acquires such companies at an early stage and revitalizes them and keeps them alive. So this is where my dream is. And it might take 10 years or 20 years, I don't know, but this is what we're working for and which drives me every day.
Okay, then we're gonna try their umeboshi.
It's still salty, but...
Oh, I think it's milder.
Yes,
Later, a little bit sweetness
Yeah.
is coming.
you get the fruit
Yeah.
coming through. Now back in the office, the task is to add the brand page for the honey maker and to add the products and write the descriptions. And we do everything in-house, the shop development, the writing. And in our Nihon Ichiban shop, you will find 8,000 products from 200 Japanese authentic brands as we have visited today. So please have a look and let's see if there is something you like. Now I'll probably keep working until 8 or 9 p.m. When it's quiet, I can concentrate, work on the store, and then go home. It has been a long day today. Thank you very much and have a good time.